So many of you may have already heard that the Fed did reduce rates by 25 basis points, which is 1/4 of 1%. Yeah, that's pretty much what Powell is like. He's a political creature. Really should have gone maybe as high as 75 basis points. 50 would have been really nice. But he is going to drag this out at the expense of the American people. It costs more to finance. Your credit cards are more expensive. Your car loans, your home loans, business loans, all kinds of things are more expensive because this guy is political. He's trying to make the economy not look as good during President Trump's term as possible to try to influence those midterms coming up. He's going to fail, but I mean, he doesn't care. He's going to make it rough on us. So it is what it is, but at least I can say that we got the quarter point. It's moving everything in the right direction slightly. The market, let me see, XRP is holding at about $3.01. It looks green. Most of the bubbles on crypto bubbles are green, but I mean, just barely. So we'll see. We'll see if we get any kind of more positive traction over the weekend. In the meantime, we should be expecting 3 more rate cuts between now and the end of the year. In November, I don't think we're going to get one. Typically in November, the Fed does not reduce rates, but who knows? Times are changing. Maybe we get 4 rate cuts. I'm expecting about 3. It'd be nice to be surprised. Maybe Powell will do one good thing this year. So we're going to see. In any case, guys, I want you to keep in the back of your mind what's going on right now. President Trump's over in England, right? And the timing, the timing's pretty convenient. We got the Clarity Act on the horizon. The Big Beautiful Bill is behind us. The Genius Act is behind us. We got those stable coins through that. Big Beautiful Bill is going to send in about, another $3 trillion of money into the system. All of that is positive. And when the Fed cuts rates, that's money printing. So we are setting ourselves up for a very aggressive fourth quarter. I think the first XRP ETF goes live today or tomorrow. And that means that it's a spot ETF. So that means they got to go buy XRP for the ETF, which creates some upward pressure. I expect that when the ETFs start getting approved in full or in mass in October, I think we're going to be getting a lot more upward pressure, not to mention further rate cuts and ISO 20022 going mandatory. But Trump's over there, President Trump's over there in England. And there's a lot of action going on, nothing that should stun you too much, but I've always had in the back of my mind that England is sort of like the center of the financial world to a certain degree. Even though we do have the world reserve currency, I've always felt like they've kept the reins of the money. I'm not going to go too deeply into why I feel that way, but it's no surprise to me that he's over there when we're on the cusp of a pretty aggressive bull run. Or leg of the bull run here in the fourth quarter. So check this out. Here's a digital asset investor saying, Ripple and Bank of America, you don't say. The UK and US are set to announce deeper cooperation on digital assets, such as cryptocurrencies, according to people familiar with the matter. Bringing Britain closer to the US after Donald Trump embraced the industry. Okay, well, that makes sense. The drive to build closer transatlantic coordination in digital assets and capital markets was discussed on Tuesday between Chancellor Rachel Reeves and U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, the People said. The idea was debated at a meeting whose attendees include crypto companies, Coinbase, Circle, and Ripple, and banks like Citibank, Bank of America, and Barclays. So government officials, oh yeah, and down here it says the idea was debated at, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I just said. So we got the banking industry, we got two of the major financial countries of the Western world working together, just as we're trying to figure out what this Clarity Act is going to look like. Doesn't that make sense to you? I mean, it's obvious. You know, here we go. And everybody's got to be on the same page. I just said it earlier in the video. A lot of the countries needed to get their ducks in a row, but it's not until we give the final go-ahead Clarity Act that everybody can actually begin to play the game. It's the analogy that I used to give you guys, that all this cryptocurrency and the changing of the financial system with blockchain is sort of like a monopoly. We have the board financial system, we got all the new players, you know, your little dice, your little cards for jail, you got your little characters, your little hat, your little dog, your little car, you know, all the little goodies. Everybody's ready to go. We've got our stuff. We're ready. But you can't play the game until you have the rule book. Because otherwise, one person's idea of how the game is played is going to be different than the other one's, or countries in this case. So we all got to be on the same page, level playing field. So the rule book, in my mind, is that Clarity Act. Well, I know it is. So that as soon as that comes into play, all the countries can be working off of the same sheet of music. We'll be singing the same song, and hopefully the song that you and I are going to be singing is To the Moon, Baby. You know, XRP Bags, like XRP Bags sings. I can't sing like him. I can't sing to save my life. But here we are. James Rule is reporting here that the idea was debated at a meeting whose attendees included, and you already know all that part, including Barclays. UK set to announce closer cooperation with the US on cryptocurrencies, and then at the bottom says the same thing. So there they are, shaking hands. We know the president's over there hanging out too. There's a reason they're all out there at the same time. You know, it's got to be timed. It's got to be timed. Fed rate cut right now. There's going to be more cuts to come. It's exciting news. I mean, if you understand what all this stuff means, then you can connect the dots. If you don't, then you can't. But even the traditional market's going to heat up pretty nicely. Only you're not going to get as much of an ROI on the regular market as you will in the crypto market. And that also depending on when you got in, but I think it's going to get real interesting, guys. I think we're in for one heck of a bull run. I really hope we can hit the numbers that I expect, 27 to 33 bucks by the end of the bull run this time around, which I think will be sometime maybe as early as late February, maybe all the way out to March of next year. That's kind of the window that I see hitting the numbers that I'm how can I put it? I'm not predicting, but I'm guessing we're going to hit. It's a guess. So that's what I'm thinking we might hit. Now, there are people who think it's going to be more, and it might be because there are lots of huge catalysts, okay? Don't think that the 20 XRP ETFs that are pending approval are going to be the only ones. As soon as those things start coming in mass, large players cannot ignore it. They're going to get in there because their investors will demand it, their shareholders will demand it. And so they're going to go buy that piece of that network and lock it up too, because it's going to be an appreciable asset. So you want to get it when it's cheaper, and it's always cheaper today than it's going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow the bull run comes and values go this way, and they're going to go this way at an insane rate, I think, especially these utility coins, which are the ISO 20022 coins, and XRP is the tip of the spear, baby. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and bookmark. We'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time, adios, amigos.